What up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitch was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Give me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
I'm here. I am here. Hey, everyone. How are you doing? How art thou? Let me send out my notifications. Because I know YouTube ain't sending none out. I literally just created the live about 15 minutes ago. So I know YouTube ain't gonna do me no favors today. So let me do this now. Ooh-cha. Listen. Jesus. So let me put it in the members only chat. Let me put it on Instagram. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being quiet and not supposed to be saying hi to y'all. Let me post this in my let me post this on YouTube now. Where's YouTube? Where is the tube of you? Maybe I haven't had YouTube open on my phone all day. Anyway, give me a second, y'all. I don't want the people to say that I ain't let them know. God. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do it this way. Let's go here. Share this out. So the people can't say that I did not let them know. All right. There it is. What's going on, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up? What 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 up? It's me, Teddy27. Oh man, got my bottle of water. Got today's Gatorade. We're going with the GOAT watermelon. And we're going to make it happen. We got some things to talk about. Let me greet you appropriately, my wonderful pupils. Hey, Tracy W. How you doing today, sweetheart? Volvo, hey, Cookie. Diamond Pearl Jim, glad to have you here. That's one of my hall monitors. It's a hot Wednesday in the DMV. It actually wasn't as hot today. Like, it was like 85 today, which in the grand scheme of things, when it's been like 95, 96, 98 for like a month now, that 85 hit different when you don't have like a month of the upper 90s. So I was glad to get the 85 today. Please be clear. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. How you doing? I like that hat. Crazy Homebody Girl, how you doing today? Hey, boo. TJ, how you doing? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Sweet Pea, what's up? What is up? Hey, Monk Chip, boo. How you doing? David, what's good, bruh? How you feel? Fine, what is up? Your older sister was cutting up earlier. I know she was. What Tisha? Tisha Campbell? I ain't heard nothing about no Tisha. What Tisha you talking about? It's 95 in South Carolina, Monk Chip, child. Mama Yana, how you doing today, boo? You like the yellow Red Bull? I think that's what, Tropical Punch? I think the yellow is Tropical Punch. The yellow is okay. I can do the yellow. I think that's the one that Abby likes. For me, it's the red. It's the watermelon. But Jonathan, what T-shirt you talking about? Child. Anyway. We got some things to talk about today. Of course. We're going to get straight to our politics like we always do. So without further ado, she got on a troll earlier talking about Kiki and Tisha. It was hilarious. Oh, I'm going to ask her about it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you Larry Myers, who will usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! How would somebody help me?
Jesus! Now, we starting off, right back in it. Right back in it. It's what, day 3 of the fuck shit. Yep, we start right back in it with your president, Joseph Robinette. Because I told you, like my frat brother, Mark Lamont, he'll call him Joseph Robinette. I say Joseph Robinette. But listen, we're starting right back in it, right back in the thick of it. Once again, because this is not going away. For all of the people yesterday even myself included, who would say, well, I guess it's gonna die down now that they had the meeting, the Democratic caucus met on the House and the Senate side, and they came out saying that they were firmly behind him. It has not died down. It has not died down at all. And you know what that tells me, ladies and gentlemen? What that tells me is, hey, China White, what that tells me is they know something we don't know. There is something absolutely at this point, I believe wholeheartedly, absolutely something is up. They know about it, but they're just not saying what it is because this has been going on for a while. The fodder, hey, Tracy C, the fodder has not died down. Let me tell you how you know. This is how you know that I'm gonna give you a couple reasons you know that there's something serious going on here. It's bigger than they're letting on. The problem is much bigger than what they're letting on. Hey, Miss Baythang, you got Nancy Pelosi at this point even calling into question his viability. Like, I really thought that after they got out of those caucuses yesterday, that, we finna move on. You have Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. Now, she did come right out and say, oh, well, he needs to let it go. She came out and said, well, that would be a decision that the president would have to make, which affirms to me she even thinks he needs to let it go, because we know Nancy Pelosi, mama does not mince words. Nancy Pelosi is the establishment. And if she didn't come right out and said, oh no, it's Joe Biden or die, and she said that's a decision the president would have to make, that's her trying to toe the line and stay right there status quo as establishment Democrat. But that was her saying in code language, bitch, we got a problem. Hey, Catherine Powell, I hope you've been enjoying the members only chat. You know they crazy up in there, and they've been doing you good, Catherine Powell. They ain't even been as crazy the last couple of days as they normally are. Don't worry, they'll be right back at it. George Clooney came out and said he need to let it go. And George Clooney just 2 or 3 weeks ago had a fundraising event for the man. Like, it was like a week or two. I think it was like a week and a half before the debate. Had a huge fundraiser. George Clooney is a huge Democratic donor. He came out and said, yeah, it's time for it to go. It's time to move on. You got other members of Hollywood echoing the same thing. I saw Michael Douglas come right after George Clooney and say, yeah, you need to let it go. Listen, George Stephanopoulos, who sat in front of the man and interviewed him, came right out and told y'all, listen, the man will not do 4 more years. It's no way. And that's the point that I kept making yesterday. People are only thinking about November, not understanding that we have 4 years. We now have a member of the Senate who has now come out and called for him to no longer run for president. We have the first member of the Senate, Democratic member of the Senate. The list keeps growing. Listen. As much as y'all want this to go away, this shit ain't going away. I'm just being honest. And then, in more Joseph Robinette news, So I told y'all yesterday how shit got real for Corinne Jean-Pierre yesterday in the White House press briefing room when the member of the press corps began to ask her and question her, hey, we see, they gave out like a 4 month, 3 or 4 months months of the records from when Joe Biden from the White House visitor log. I think it was from like September or October of last year up until like I think January or February of this year. It was like 5 or 6 months. So, and they found that I told y'all they found that neurologist that specializes in Parkinson's disease that was on there several times. Not one time, not 2 times. They said it was like 8 or 9 times. And she got up there and damn near cussed the man out. Corinne Jean-Pierre got up there and damn near cussed the man out. Went slapped the fuck off on this man yesterday about, oh no, what do you mean? Da 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 da. That was yesterday. 24 hours later, here they are walking it back. Now, see, that's why I say something is up. And they're trying to slow walk it and let the slow leak happen. Baby, the dam is about to break. Let me read this to you. The White House clarified Tuesday that President Biden saw Dr. Kevin Kennard, a neurologist, on January 17th as a part of his annual physical. Press Secretary Corinne Jean-Pierre had signaled to reporters during the daily press briefing Tuesday that the January meeting was not part of Biden's physical, but she later confirmed that it was. Quote, because the date was not mentioned in the question, I want to be clear that the January 17th meeting between Dr. Kevin O'Connor and Dr. Kennard was for President Biden's physical. It was one of the 3 times the president has seen Dr. Kennard, each time for his physical. The findings from each exam have been released to the public. End of quote. And that's what Corinne Jean-Pierre is saying. Corinne, boo-boo, sweetheart, dear one, doll, baby, love, bug. You're lying to us. You're trying to cover it up. This is the spin. You, ma'am, are morphing into Quasimodo, the sitting governor of Arkansas. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, because you are blatantly lying, and then got at least we knew who Quasimodo was when she was press secretary. We knew that bitch was gonna lie. We knew she was gonna damn near cuss you out. We knew she wasn't shit. She stood at that podium and was a bully and would cuss your ass out and lie to you and tell you, how dare you question me? But now, Corinne, you over here lying to the people. And then you come back the next day. Oh, well, you didn't say the exact date, so I didn't know that's what you meant. Girl, if you don't stop playing with us. Corinne, girl, Corinne. Y'all see what's happening? I'm telling y'all, the people know something we don't know. The people, they know something. They're trying to keep it from us. That is a man. Listen, Tracy, I'm with you when you're right. That is a man in pearls. Hey, Sharice, remember Quasimodo used to always wear that goddamn pink dress and had them damn pearls. Thank you for joining the membership, David Clay. Make sure you send me a message on Instagram so we can add you to the members only chat and you can join the insanity. Trust me, it's insanity over there in the members only chat. It is pure and utter insanity. Anyway, oh man. No, I hear you what you're saying, crazy homebody girl. But the thing about it is, we used to denigrate the right when they would come out and blatantly lie, right? And the left would be all over. over here fact checking, saying he told 1,463 lies today. So when y'all lie, we got to call you out too. You came out and lied, Corinne Jean-Pierre, and you're lying to cover up for the president. You don't want us to believe our lying eyes, since we're talking about lying, because we see the man deteriorating in front of us. And y'all just making it like we're just stupid. Y'all saw something going on with the man months ago, which is why he was having those frequent visits by this neurologist, because y'all saw something coming down the pipe long time ago. Hey, Xavier, Corinne, you're gonna have to clean that up. You ain't exactly on time today, Xavier. You are a little late. I'm just saying. Do I need to start assigning essays again, Xavier? Yeah. But listen, Corinne, y'all gonna have to clean this up. Y'all can't sit up here and make us feel like we're stupid, because we ask the right questions and we see certain things, and y'all just like, oh no, nothing to see here. Nothing to see. No, there is something to see here. And stop making us feel like we're stupid. I don't think that's fair. Crazy homebody girl. I absolutely think they absolutely call out Trump and his lies. They absolutely does. They absolutely do, I should say. The problem is it's like when you start as a teacher, when I would start correcting all of the grammar in a student's essay, and their grammar was so bad that the whole essay just had all red. So instead of saying you had in a 500-word essay, you have 462 grammatical errors, I just got to say, just cross the whole thing out. The whole shit is grammatically wrong. All of it's wrong. It's just a big grammatical error. And I think that's what happens sometimes with Trump. Rather than them say, that man told 82 lies in the last debate, they're just saying he had a lie-riddled debate, because it's just so many that I can't even call out every single one because there's too many, and we'll be here till next week. Hey, Yana. Girl. Oh, that's David sending me a message on Instagram. I got you, David. I got David looking all cute in his little picture. I see you, David. Let me go to his profile. Looking all cute. Let me stop playing with David. I don't even know if David might be looking at me like, bitch, I ain't no member of the Rainbow Coalition. I do not have key compound. I do not have key card access to the Rainbow Coalition compound. Don't be mixing me in with what y'all got going on. I'm sorry. Lord. I got a straight friend who gets mad if he's not hit on by gay people. He said to me, none of your gay friends hit on me. I'm ugly or something. I ain't a catch, because don't none of them be looking. They don't even give me a second look. Don't none of them look at me. I'd be like, you mad? Like, you trying to come over? I ain't trying to come over there, but I'm just saying I ain't ugly. Oh, they act like they don't see me. David said he is a part of the Rainbow Coalition. Okay, David, just won't. Harold not here yet. Let me tell Harold to stand down. Harold's our resident whore. I can say that since he's not here. Right, Jonathan. MSNBC and CNN definitely call out Trump on his lies. They absolutely do. And so we have to call out the left when they lie as well. Now, what does the stupid ass campaign of Joseph Robinette do when the building is burning, when you had a debate that was a whole fucking debacle, when you have an interview that you told us was going to dispel all of the rumors or the notion that you were not cognitively fit and sound to take the position of president, and you fumbled the ball on that. You crapped your pants on that. So what happens? What's the best thing that a stupid ass campaign does? They say, oh, we'll have another interview, because that's the answer. Don't do me, Xavier. You don't know me or my life. Tracy say if Bay don't get free drinks at the gay bar, he questions his looks. We gonna have to get a look at Bay and see what he look like and see if he deserve it of these free drinks. Girl, Xavier just calling me out. You don't know me or my life, Xavier. I ain't do him like nothing. We know who he is. We know what he be doing in dark alleys in the country down there to the Alabama. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. God. Harold go get me when he come in here. We love you, Harold. Harold. Well, stupid ass Biden campaign decides it wasn't enough for them to crap their pants during the George Stephanopoulos interview. So now he's going to do a sit down interview with Lester Holt to give people more of a reason to question your viability. I need somebody to go over there and sit down with his campaign manager or strategist or whoever the fuck is over there running this shit, because the shit don't make no goddamn sense. Let me read this to you. President Biden will sit down with Lester Holt of NBC News for an exclusive interview that will air Monday, the network announced today. The interview, which will be taped in Austin, Texas, will air in full as a part of a primetime special on the network starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. NBC said portions of the interview will be aired earlier that day on NBC Nightly News and at NBCnews.com. Biden's sit down with NBC's top anchor comes just days after he granted a similar interview to George Stephanopoulos of ABC News, which also aired that conversation in prime time. The president is facing it, and it goes on and on about all of this. Listen. Now, he thinks he's being strategic because this interview is airing on Monday night, which is the first night of the Republican National Convention. And he thinks that he's going to, I guess, take the press, take the night in terms of press, suck the air out of the room, I guess. But, sir, you forget that you're giving yourself another opportunity for people to dog walk you and dissect every gaffe, every guffaw, every stumble, every misstep, every misspoken word, and all of that. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. Like, this is the wrong answer. Tracy said the Bay go to drag night. We don't pay a dime. Child, it's the best free date era ever, child. Listen, this is anybody think that this is a good idea? Is there anyone who thinks that this is a good idea? I want to know whose idea was it? Oh yeah, we having all these problems. Yeah, let's do another interview, sit down interview. Like, whose idea is this? Y'all be killing me. He really has no choice. What he could do is, because it is the Republican National Convention, and you got this NATO summit going on in Washington, take your ass off of the television screen. And when the NATO summit is over, take a couple days to rest, get an IV drip filled with Geritol or something, so that the next time we do see you after the Republican National Convention, you can look like a real person and not a reenactment of Weekend at Bernie's. Because you keep saying, oh, I need to go out here and do another interview. No, he's not good at interviews anymore. He's just not. And I hear what you're saying, Jonathan. If he's not going to bow out, he has to go in front of us 24/7. And what that means is the fodder is not going to die off. They're going to continue to say, what the fuck is this? You give us more reasons to look at you and realize that your ass is unfit for the seat. This ain't it. This ain't it at all. And like I told y'all earlier, when Nancy Pelosi comes out and basically says, yeah, he need to she didn't come out and say verbatim he needs to, not run, but her saying, oh, that's a decision the president's going to have to make, basically translate to, yeah, that bitch need not run. Yeah, it's time to give it up. Nancy Pelosi. I didn't say some regular Democrat, out of, a remote place in Montana. Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House, the woman that would go in the Democratic caucus and crack the whip and dare bitch not to vote the way she wanted them to vote. That Nancy Pelosi. I'm just saying. You say they like the old people that don't want to let go position. Baby, listen. That head usher is 89 years old, and she been head usher since she was 29 years old, meaning she got 60 years in this position. She will whoop your ass before she give up that position. Like Joe Biden say, God himself is going to have to take that position from her. You're not going to let her not be head usher. That same lady that got that same wig that she done had on since 1971, 53 years ago, and been leading that same song, still thinks she could lead that song today. The woman is 103 years old. You better not take that microphone out her hand and tell her she can't lead that song in the choir. Baby, you are 96. You cannot be on the praise team. Go sit down somewhere. No, you cannot lead the praise team. You're 96. Mother Beulah. Sit down. Your ass can't do it no more. Mother Ethel May, listen, Mother Ethel May. We appreciate you for doing the church announcements for the last 68 years. But Mother Ethel May, we got to let somebody else do it. You barely hold it on. We don't have a ramp leading up to the pulpit so you can roll your walker up there, Mother Ethel May. God. Lord. Jesus. I'm just saying. Deacon Otis, you cannot drive the church van no more. Deacon Otis, you are 111 years old. Deacon Otis, you ain't renewed your driver's license since they were still doing driver's license in the little plastic and stuff. Deacon Otis, you ain't had a renewed driver's license since 1982. You cannot drive the church van no more, Deacon Otis. Lord. Jesus. You done had that same Gideon Bible that you stole out of the hotel when you was tricking back in 1965, rolling up in here thinking that you're going to lead Sunday school still. Your moment has gone. Okay? Sister Johnny May, Mother Johnny May, that Bible that you used to use back in the day to teach Sunday school is a Gideon Bible that you stole in 1967 when you was out there tricking. You stole it out the hotel dresser drawer, nightstand drawer. You still up here trying to teach Sunday school. Let it go. The time has come. Lord. Woo! Child, you know them old people say you gonna have to pry this shit out of my cold dead hands. Baby, listen. They don't and they will fight you. Child. Mother Clarice got them same little candies in her purse that she's had in there since 1976. Same little strawberry candies, same little butterscotch candies, and same little peppermints that she pull out of that same raggedy purse. She done had them things in her purse since 1976. How you think Jesus performed the miracle with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread? The miracle is them same candies that Mother Clarice had in that same purse since 1976, and it still never runs out. It's an endless supply. God is still in the miracle working business. I'm just saying. Baby, the way you have to pull the lint off of it, because you dare not eat that candy, because that's the real disrespect for you not to eat that candy. You got to be scraping lint off the candy and shit. Girl. Woo. Deacon Rufus got on that same brown suit that he done had since 1965. The white shirt that at one point was white is now a dingy beige because he done washed that bitch. It got holes in it. That shit ain't white no more. It is beige. He got that same ugly tie that's brown, matching the brown in the suit, and it got white and blue striped. It got white and blue, not regular blue, powder blue stripes in it in that same tie. I'm telling you what I know. I haven't been to church a long time. That's what Deacon Rufus wear. Deacon Otis over there trying to drive the church van forgot that they done built a whole highway and over here talking about, well, where am I at? Deacon Otis, can you use GPS? Well, what is a GPS? Because I've been driving this road since 1949 and I ain't never had a problem. Deacon Otis, they built a whole interstate 45 years ago. I've been driving the same way. Boy, don't tell me nothing. I'm just telling you what I know. Deacon Rufus did spend his good check on that suit. Child. Woo. Woo, child. You know I ain't laugh. You know I ain't lying, y'all. You know I ain't lying. That's what we got going on with y'all president. Lord. Sir, let it go. It's over. You reached the pinnacle. You became president. Sit your ass the fuck down. But I'm telling you what happened to these old people. They don't want to sit their ass down because they scared they're going to kill over and die. You're going to die eventually. You not sit down is not going to keep you from dying. I promise you. Lord. Sure can't tell him nothing. Child. Mother Wordy been on that damn usher board for the last 78 years. Still got them same fans, them same funeral fans with Martin Luther King face on it that they passed it out. The fans don't work no more. You do realize we have central area in here now. You do realize that, right? Baby, listen. Y'all got a whole music section. Y'all got a drummer, a bass player, a guitar player, an organist, and a keyboard player, right? But Mother Ethel May ain't giving up that scrub board and that bass drum. I'm just telling you what I know. And she has perfected how to play both the bass drum and the scrub board all at the same time. Mind you, you got a whole drummer, a keyboard player, an organist, a guitar player and a bass player. She don't give a damn. She go back to the day when she was the whole music department. Y'all ain't have no keyboard in there. It wasn't no piano, no keyboard, nothing. It was Mother Ethel May and the scrub board and the goddamn bass drum making it happen. I'm just saying. Child, you told your daddy to go sub. Yeah, go sub. Let them kids run you crazy. Child. Yeah. We got to move on, Joseph Robinette. We done had enough fun at your expense. Child. David, Ethel May don't like that. Mother Ethel May don't like that newfangled stuff. No, she don't. No, she don't. Her Mother Clarice, Mother Johnny May, baby, they gonna be over in the corner in a little bit talk about everybody. We got to move on, Joseph Robinette. We'll have this type of time. Now, as much as y'all don't like AOC and the people don't see it for her, AOC be out here trying to do the Lord's work. Do you hear me? Mama be out here trying to save us, and y'all be hating on this woman, and she be out here doing the goddamn Lord's work, okay? Now, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on Wednesday introduced articles of impeachment against Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, citing their, quote, pattern of refusal to recuse, end of quote, themselves from matters which they are connected and their failures to disclose millions of dollars in gifts over decades. Quote, the unchecked corruption crisis on the Supreme Court has now spiraled into a constitutional crisis threatening American democracy writ large, end of quote. And that's what she wrote in a press release announcing the impeachment today. She went on to write in same press release, quote, Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito's pattern of refusal to recuse from consequential matters before the court in which they hold widely documented financial and personal entanglements constitutes a grave threat to American rule of law, the integrity of our democracy, and one of the clearest cases for which the tool of impeachment was designed, end of quote. Both impeachment resolutions include an article citing Thomas's and Alito's failure to disclose financial income, gifts, and reimbursements, property interests, liabilities, and transactions, among other information. The impeachment resolution against Thomas includes 2 articles related to his refusal to recuse from matters concerning his wife's legal interest in cases before the court, as well as her financial interest in cases before the court. The second impeachment resolution against Samuel Alito includes a second article citing Alito's refusal to recuse from cases in which he had a personal bias or prejudice concerning a party in cases before the court. Ocasio-Cortez vowed early last week to file impeachment articles against at least one justice on the Supreme Court after a 6-3 ruling granted presidents broad immunity from criminal prosecutions, a major victory for former President Trump. And that goes on and on and on. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Now, I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. The feckless, weak-ass leadership, that includes my frat brother, the feckless, weak-ass leadership of the Democratic Party has a hard-on for the progressives. They got more energy for progressives in their own caucus than they do for conservatives and Republicans that are responsible for the consistent erosion of our democracy. They're not going to try to take this up. They're not going to try to take these resolutions up at all, which shows me and tells me these people are not serious about governing. I told y'all, if they didn't stack the Supreme Court to do something about these fucktards when they first got in office, there was a problem. They weren't serious about governing. They just wanted titles. We got people who are title seekers. They want titles and they want the money that lines their pocket from corporate interests. That's what they want on both sides of the aisle. They want to have notoriety because I'm representative so-and-so, I'm senator so-and-so, I'm majority leader, minority leader, I'm majority whip, I'm minority. They want titles, but they want no parts of real governing. They want no parts of really doing something to try to salvage what's left of our democracy. So I applaud AOC for putting this shit out there because nobody else on the Democratic Party sees what's going on in SCOTUS as a problem. And don't hand me this shit about, well, even if we try to put something out there, we don't have the numbers. The numbers be damned. You ain't got shit going on in Congress anyway, so you might as well use it as a pulpit to get certain things out there, to let the record reflect that when you go in front of your constituents, say, listen, we stood on the floor in Congress. We barked, we ranted, we raved, we put a resolution on the floor to impeach these bastards, and the Republican side wouldn't take it up. These are the same people who are taking your rights away from you. But you won't do that. You won't do that at all. And y'all want to make AOC out like she's some type of raving lunatic, and she's really out here doing the Lord's work. Why didn't this resolution come from Hakeem Jeffries and the leadership of the Democratic Party? Somebody explain that to me. Why? I really need a question. I need an answer to that question from the leadership down to the Democratic Party. But she's out here doing the Lord's work. She's out here trying to help us save the goddamn democracy. They over there twiddling their fingers. Nothing to see here. My fear is that nothing's going to happen with they don't like AOC. They don't like her at all. Her own party doesn't. And it's sad that she has a lot of great ideas, and because of their hate for her, they're not going to even try to address them. Hey, Janae. We need to tag team on North Carolina. The brainwashing is real. What happened in North Carolina today? Listen, we talked about North Carolina yesterday with the lieutenant governor and his fuck shit. That Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson over there in North Carolina. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I do. I'm sad because this country is bereft of leadership in politics. It's just so ridiculous. In other sugar spiky news, this is a Missouri man whose name is Timothy M. Hazlitt Jr. Let me tell you about him and the fuck shit down to the great state of Missouri, the show me state. Trigger warning. I'm just letting you know now, this is a trigger warning story. A Missouri man accused of torturing and raping black women he trapped in his basement for nearly a month faces new charges in the disturbing case. Timothy M. Hazlitt Jr. made national headlines in October 2022 for allegedly kidnapping and confining a 22-year-old black woman against her will at his Excelsior Springs home. Police first learned of her entrapment after she escaped and ran to a neighbor's house to plead for help. The victim, who had a dog collar around her neck, told neighbors that she had been locked in Hazlitt's basement and made her escape while he drove his child to school. She was visibly malnourished and had ligature marks around her wrists and ankles. Hazlitt was subsequently charged with 9 counts, including first-degree kidnapping, first-degree rape, second-degree assault, first-degree sodomy, and first-degree endangering the welfare of a child. Months later, authorities discovered the remains of another black woman identified as 36-year-old Janie Crosdale, who they say might have been another victim of Hazlitt's after they found a photo of Crosdale in Hazlitt's basement. Prosecutors say her body was found in a blue barrel floating down the Missouri River. Now prosecutors have gathered enough evidence to charge Hazlitt with first-degree murder in Crosdale's death. Sorry, y'all. My nose is doing this thing again. According to court documents, the 22-year-old victim told police that Hazlitt had bragged about killing 2 other women. Prosecutors also say he built a dungeon-style cell where he restrained his victims and used shock devices to punish them. Quote, the physical, psychological, and sexual violence are barbaric. End of quote. And that's according to Clay County prosecutor Zachary Thompson. After scanning his social media profiles, investigators learned Hazlitt frequently made racist, misogynistic comments online about race and women. Hazlitt, who is now 41, is still jailed. A judge set his bail at $3 million. If convicted of Crosdale's murder, he could either face life in prison or the death penalty. A month before his arrest, Kansas City activists had worked to raise awareness for 2 missing teenage black girls who had disappeared within days of each other in September of 2022. Community members were concerned that a serial killer was at large, a claim that law enforcement swiftly denounced and called unfounded. I'm going to read that again. Sorry, y'all. I got to get my nose in order. Hold on. Get my nose in order. Oh. All right. I don't even know what Lulu Loveberry is talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lulu Loveberry. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. Argue that a genocidal maniac of children on the list is the lesser of 2 evils. I don't even know what you're talking about. We never even talking about the lesser of 2 evils. I have no idea what that is about. Anyway, I'm back. Okay. Let me keep reading. Let me read that again because that's the most egregious part. That's the part that I wanted to get to. The fact that you got these women that were missing and you have the community at large screaming, there's a problem, there's a serial killer, there's somebody out here preying on black women. And here's what happens. Community members were concerned that a serial killer was at large, a claim that law enforcement swiftly denounced and called unfounded. Hazlitt's arrest highlighted these cases and raised questions about whether law enforcement allocates enough resources to finding missing black girls and women. That's the That's the problem, because now that you found a second woman, now black woman, now you say, oh, well, maybe he was. But when black people and community activists were screaming from the rooftops that there was a problem, y'all were up here saying, oh, there's nothing to see here. Oh, we don't have a problem. A mess. A damn mess. Let me move on before I get triggered and I start to spike out. So where's Tracy and Ravine? Tracy, Ravine, come to the whiteboard. All my New York people, come to the whiteboard. Yeah, Lulu, you might want to clear that up. It's people, it's some of the hall monitors may want to go talk to you. Go over there and talk to one of the hall monitors. You go clear that up with one of the hall monitors. I'd hate for them to gather you because they need to know what you're talking about. They don't know what you're talking about. Lulu Love Berry. I would hate for one of the hall monitors to gather you because I don't have nothing to do with that. Go see one of the hall monitors. They'll take care of you, Lulu. Because I don't even know where that came from, y'all. That just like came out of the clear blue sky. I don't even know what she talking about. What is she talking about? Anyway, now y'all see how Tracy all of a sudden she quiet. She ain't got nothing to say. Where is Tracy? C. Where is Ravine? Where is so Jeff? He was just in the chat. Where is the New York delegation? The NYC delegation. Where are they at? Let me read this story to you. Oh, she went to the bathroom? Okay. Right, TJ. Security. So this is coming out of New York City. Let me read this to you. A viral video showing several NYPD officers beating a black man on the 4th of July began when the cops first approached a white man shooting off fireworks and spoke to him in a cordial manner about the legalities of fireworks under New York state law. And that's according to Hawk Newsom, who co-founded Black Lives Matter of Greater New York. But the same police officers became much more aggressive when they spotted an 18-year-old black woman wearing a hoodie holding a sparkler in her hand, which happens to be illegal in New York City. Quote, they tackled the girl because they saw a black person in a hoodie and thought it was a gangster. End of quote. And that's according to Hawk Newsom, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter of Greater New York. He's helping the victim's family pursue legal action against the NYPD. But when they realized it was a girl, they were apologetic and let the girl go without arrest. However, a relative of the young woman, Shaquan Davis, demanded to know why they had assaulted her, which resulted in the cops attacking him. Now, Shaquan Davis, age 27, who had never been arrested in his life, is facing several charges, including felony assault on a police officer, as well as resisting arrest, obstructing governmental administration, disorderly conduct, harassment, and assault with the intent to cause physical injury, according to a and that's all according to a spokesperson from the New York City Police Department. The incident took place around 9:30 in the Gravesend neighborhood of Brooklyn as people throughout the country were celebrating Independence Day. And the video was posted on Instagram by Hawk Newsom and his sister, Shavonna Newsom, who both co-founded Black Lives Matter of Greater New York. Listen. Oh, it gets better. That night, the NYPD was making its rounds to prevent people from using fireworks when it pulled up on the block where several residents of all ethnicities and colors were celebrating Independence Day. They first approached a white man shooting fireworks and began talking to him in what Newsom described as a cordial way. But when they turned their attention to the young woman wearing the hoodie while holding a sparkler and they ran up on her and tackled her. Quote, no command to put the firework down, nothing of that sort. They just ran and tackled her, end of quote. And that's according to Newsom. Newsom said the cops apologized for her after realizing that she was a girl and decided not to arrest her, but then was approached by her relative, Shaquan, who demanded to know why they had tackled her in the first place. I don't see no problem with him asking them that. That's when they pounced on him and began punching him in the face repeatedly, which is when the video starts. The video shows two police officers holding Davis as they take turns punching him while another male civilian tries to intervene and block the blows from landing. However, the situation escalates when a third officer grabs Shaquan, allowing one of the others to pull out a taser on the other civilian and a third man who tried to plead with officers to let Shaquan Davis go. Get the fuck back, one of the officers warned the civilian who tried to intervene. After the men back off, the officers pushed Shaquan Davis to the opposite of the van where the violent interaction started and continued to rough him up before apparently arresting him. Several bystanders could be heard off camera screaming and expressing outrage over what they were witnessing. The video was reposted by other activists and influencers online, leading to widespread outrage. But in an email to news outlets, an NYPD spokesperson said they arrested him because he interfered with their arrest of the young woman, allowing her to flee from the law for the crime of waving a sparkler. A mess. Oh, should I read you again? Mind you, they attacked this man, but here's what he's arrested for. His charges are felony assault on a police officer, as well as resisting arrest, obstructing governmental administration, disorderly conduct, harassment, and assault with the intent to cause physical injury. And those are all of his charges. I've seen the video, and on the video, the man ain't do none of that. The man ain't even try to, couldn't even do anything because there were several officers on him. Y'all see what's going on here, right? I'm just saying. Hey, Nicole M. Y'all see what's going on, right? Just a mess. Just a mess. Just a goddamn mess. Let me move on before I get triggered. Let's go to pop culture. Listen, you people never the fuck cease to amaze me. You people, and I gotta say you people because I can't include myself in the group with this person that I'm about to name now. Not the person you see on screen. The person that you see on screen is no longer with us. The man who you see on screen is Kyrie Jackson, who recently died tragically the other day. Let me read this to you. Let me read this to you. Y'all see I'm taking breaths, right? Y'all see I'm taking breaths, right? Now, Kyrie Jackson recently passed away in a horrible car accident. He just been drafted in the NFL. He was about to start his rookie season with the Minnesota Vikings. Died, I think it was 24 years old. Let me take a swig of this. This is not a sugar spike story, but I might spike out. There's a woman on the internet who's claiming she has a sex tape with her and Kyrie Jackson and is now saying that she wants to post it online for the whole world to see now that the man is dead. I'm just gonna put that out there. These are y'all people. Xavier, these your people. The man's body ain't even cold yet. The man ain't even got embalming fluid in his veins yet. And the lady said, this skank whore bitch said, oh, I got a sex tape of him blowing my back out. What better way to memorialize him and commemorate his death than to post that shit all over the goddamn internet of him blowing my back out, of me getting bust down, of me getting my womb plunged, of me getting my box beat in. This is what y'all got going on. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what the fuck y'all want from me. All I do is come up here and present you with the news of the day. That's all I do. I just come up here and present you with the news of the day. I mean, how disrespectful is this? Isn't this illegal? Even if he were alive, wouldn't this be illegal? Now, people on social media are dog walking her, and rightfully so. Dog walking her, and rightfully so. Ma'am, you're a trollop. You're a skank. You're a tramp. She hasn't released said video yet. Excuse me. And hopefully she won't. But this goes to speak to the amount or the depths that people will steep to, all for a clout chase. I don't know what color the woman is, TJ. They didn't say it. I don't have a picture of her, but I don't know, TJ. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to look and see what race she is. But I hope she don't choose to do it, because I promise you, they're gonna be on her like stank on shit. Kyrie, we hope that may you rest in peace as you have gone on to the other side. I got a lot of sports stories today, apparently, in the dossier. So that young man you see in the blue shirt, that is Major League Baseball star Wander Franco. He has been charged after having sexual relations with a 14-year-old girl and paying her mother for her consent. Oh, yes. Let me read this to you. The prosecutor's office in the Dominican Republic had until July 14th to file formal charges against Wander Franco, and that process has now been completed, paving the way for the MLB star to face trial in his native country. Franco was initially suspended by the Rays before being placed on administrative leave through June 1st, per an agreement between MLB and the MLB Players Association. Allegations of money laundering and sexual exploitation, meanwhile, were dismissed earlier this year after Franco was released from jail. He was detained for a week after failing to respond to a summons by prosecutors. In April, a judge in the Dominican Republic denied a request by Franco to end his monthly check-ins with the authorities and to return his bail of around $35,000. According to prosecutors and testimonies from the girl and other members of her family, Franco paid the 14-year-old girl's mother thousands of dollars in cash and other gifts in exchange for the mother's consent to engage in a sexual relationship with her daughter. I don't know how this didn't make it to the Sugar Spike segment either. I don't know. Let me keep reading. God of mercy, God of love. Let me read that part again. Maybe somebody in the back didn't hear what I just read. Frank, according to prosecutors and testimonies from the girl and other members of her family, Franco paid for the 14-year-old girl's mother thousands of dollars in cash and other gifts in exchange for the mother's consent to engage in sexual relations with her daughter. I don't know what y'all want from me. He was also accused by prosecutors of, quote, taking the minor away from her home in Puerto Plata in December of 2022 and having a 4-month relationship with her with consent from the girl's mother, end of quote. And that's according to the Associated Press. The code for the protection of the rights of children and adolescents, Law 136-03 in the Dominican Republic, considers sexual abuse as any relationship between a minor and a person 5 years older. Franco started engaging in a relationship with the girl when she was 14 and he was 21. I can't read no more. I'm spiking out. I can't read no more. What do y'all want from me? Now, as horrible as Wanda Franco is, who is this whore that's the mother of the 14-year-old that's selling? How is that not sex trafficking? That you as the mother are taking money and gifts and shit and telling this man, oh yeah, go ahead, bust my daughter down. Go ahead. Why the hell she ain't in Gucci bangles? I'm just saying. Child. Why the hell isn't she in Versace bracelets? This is what y'all got going on. Let me move on before I spike out. The mama sound like a crackhead. She's something, Morgan. I don't know what she is, but she is something. In more news today, I just report the news. That's all I do. I don't know what y'all want from me. So, this story does not help someone like me who gets on an airplane, at least once a week. So, an airport mechanic has died after getting sucked into the engine of a Boeing airplane. A mechanic at an Iranian airport is dead after a horrific accident, getting sucked into the running engine of a Boeing commercial airliner. The fatal incident happened in Chabahar Konarak Airport in southern Iran, where mechanic Abu Faisal Emiri was doing routine maintenance work on the tarmac. Reports say Amiri was doing one last check on a Boeing plane when he realized he had forgotten one of his tools near one of the plane's engines. When he collected it, he got sucked into the turbine. The engine had been turned on for a test, and the cover flaps were open. He was sucked in, the engine caught fire, and he died instantly. The plane was a Boeing 737-500, and it was part of the Iranian domestic airline Varesh Airline. Listen. It's always Boeing, ain't it, TJ? Listen. When I tell you, I be looking because when you get your plane ticket, you can look and see what type of aircraft, or most air lines, you can look and see what type of aircraft um they are going to use. When I tell you I be searching for Airbus, even when you do a search on some of the sites like Kayak or Google Flights and stuff like that, you can filter your search to filter out Boeing if you want. When I tell you I be looking for Airbus, child, I be looking for me some Airbus. Listen, I'm not playing these games with y'all. Listen, may he rest in peace. Oh God, I told you I had a lot of sports news today. So, in more sports news, now that's Coach Mike Gundy. You may remember him. He has a very famous rant from maybe about 15, 20 years ago when he says, "Don't come after him, come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40." Yeah. That's, if you've ever heard that rant, that's Mike Gundy. Well, he's still the coach of the same team, the Oklahoma State University football team. So now he made a comment regarding one of his players, Ollie Gordon's recent DUI, saying part of the reason he didn't suspend the player after the player received a DUI, who happens to be his star running back. He said he didn't suspend his star running back because he's probably driven after drinking beers 1,000 times himself. That's what he said. The man said, "Why would I suspend my star running back from the team for getting a DUI arrest? I probably, done driven after drinking beers 1,000 times myself. I do it all the time. I don't see no issue." He announced that Ollie Gordon, who was the Big 12's Offensive Player of the Year last year, he announced that the player would not receive any suspension or miss any playing time following his DUI arrest on June 30th. A mess. Here's what he said, quote, "I thought really 2 or 3 beers or 4. I'm not justifying what Ollie did. I'm telling you what decision I made. Well, I thought I probably done that 1,000 times in my life." End of quote. He went on to say, "So I got lucky. People get lucky. Ollie made a decision that he wished he could have done better." End of quote. Sir, 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 you do realize that him driving under the influence could easily have cost someone their life. Easily. That's just like saying, "Oh, I fire my gun into the air all of the time. Nobody ever gets shot." And then the first time one of your players shoot a gun in the air and somebody gets killed, and you're like, "Nothing to see here. I do that shit all the time. He just happened to get caught. It was just a bad incident this time." Wait, what? But I do have an update. Here's the update. So people came out and dog walked him. And then members of his university administration came and had a conversation with that young man and said, "Hey, bruh, you can't just be saying that shit. This ain't it." And now he's backpedaling and pussy popping. He's saying that he was speaking about lapses of judgment in general, not drinking and driving. No, sir, you were speaking about drinking and driving. You're a liar. Quote, "My intended point today at Big 12 Media Days was that we are all guilty of making bad decisions. It was not a reference to something specific." End of quote. And sir, you're a fucking liar. You ain't shit. And the difference between your white ass, your rich white, male, Christian, heterosexual ass is, you have a mantle of white privilege and a breastplate of white supremacy. Your ass can get away with a whole lot of shit. Ollie Gordon, your black football player, ain't so fortunate in these yet to be United States of America. So you can walk around and say, oh, I must have did that 1,000 times and nothing happened. I'm not doing this with this man. I'm just saying. You say you want to break from the sour cream community. I do too. I just want to break from them. Not that dye job and that toupee are horrendous. I'm not doing this with you. Girl, just I gotta move on. I have questions, y'all. Now, all of my ladies that have children, specifically male children, if you have a son and you are in the chat, put a 27 in the chat. If you are a parent, mother, or father, and you have a son that you raised, I need you to put a 27 in the chat. Please. I just need y'all to do that. Okay, I got Fran. She say she got a son. Morgan got a son. I know Tracy C got a son. Yana got a son. Faye Knighton got a son. Okay, so we got some parents in here that have male children that they raised. I have a question because I'm gonna give y'all this story, and I need y'all to help me break this down because he don't think there's a problem with them with this. I ain't even got a male child except for my gay children, but I see a problem with this. So apparently, Hale Bailey's baby daddy, rapper DDG, is a newfound father. He has a son named Halo, who's about 6 years old. Well, let me cue the video. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a moment. Let me cue the video. Hold your line. Hold your line. Let me cue the video. Hold on for a moment, because I need y'all to see this good video. All right, there we go. Let me make it big. All right. This is the video.
Getting ready. Line up on the way.
Come to get you, little man. Oh, he coming butter. Hold on.
It coming butter though.
No, he really do got a line up though. You gonna love it.
This nigga gonna be crispy than a motherfucker.
Oh damn, look at that one.
He chilling too. No, Halo, you doing such a good job, my boy. Ooh, here, go do that. You want to get a move? That was pretty much done. Take him out.
Pay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's nice.
What y'all niggas on, man? Y'all niggas got a cable tonight, man. I'm pulling up, man. We trying to pull up, man. We going to highlight room or what, man? Damn, man. Man, what we on in this bitch, man? I'm ordering all bottles.
Man. You already tripping off the bottle, cuz.
They don't need that section, man. I ain't gonna lie, it came different.
Okay, so that's the video. So I need to know, parents of male children. This child is 6 months. Now, where I come from, having seen a whole bunch of male children get raised and reared in my family, I ain't never seen a child 6 months years old going to the barbershop. Most kids in my family have a full ass afro because they be like 18 months, maybe even 2 years old before they get that first haircut. You're not touching it. First of all, you don't do that to a 6-month-old child because their cranium isn't even fully grown yet. Most parents, it's at least 2 years old plus before that first good haircut come. Am I wrong? I just want to know, parents out there, like, who authorized this? And then you putting this all on social media, and the people are rightfully dog walking him. Baby, they are giving him the blues. He is getting monkey stomped. Right, friend, you got soft spots on that child head. Girl, I saw this. I said, you got to be fucking shitting me. You got to be fucking shitting me. Jason said he regrets ever cutting his son hair. Yana say her son was almost 4 years old before she went anywhere near a damn barbershop or clippers. I mean, right, TJ? Somebody need to go call Haley and tell her to go get her damn child. Where's your mama, your grandma, your mama, your daddy, somebody that raised you that says, hey, bro, when you told them I'm going to go take my son to go get a damn haircut, your mama, your daddy ain't say, hey, bro, that ain't a good idea. The other thing about it is, depending on who the barber is, some barbershops are not as clean as others. And some of them clippers be real dirty. Some of the people don't sanitize their clippers as good as they should. And you got this baby over here getting cut with it. Girl, I see so many problems with this. Now, in my family, it's the earliest I've seen a haircut happen is around 18 months. That's the earliest. Most times it's like 2 years old when you get that, when your son get that first haircut. And they be rocking a big ass afro at that point. I'm just saying. Child. This is your generation, Xavier. This is what your generation is doing, Xavier. Why are some of these people allowed to have kids? And where are the grandparents in here to give sound advice to this doggone young man and say, what the fuck are you doing? The child is barely 6 months. Child, my kids got their first cut at 1. It wasn't edged up or anything, but it was just to get the look. Thank you. Most times when they do get that first haircut, they don't even get a tape or an edge up or line up. Their parents are usually just trying to get the hair down because there's just so much hair and you got to do something with, especially if you got a child that has a lot of hair. So they'll maybe take the scissors and just cut, start cutting with the scissors. They don't even be thinking about getting no, shape up and no edge. Like, what the fuck? Where are your priorities, sir? Because you worried about, oh, is he flossing on the people? Is he looking good? Why aren't you reading to that child? Because I do know that child cognitively is picking up things right now, even as early as 6 months. Why aren't you doing something like having things put in front of him that may help him cognitively, that may help him grow into a great academian, intellectual? But this is what happens when Xavier's generation start having kids. I just want Montrez. Don't think you out of this, Montrez. These are your people. You and Xavier. Friend, these kids don't have common sense. So you got to advise them and give them advice. They don't got no damn common sense. I'm just saying. Right, y'all are just poor, baby. This is what y'all got going on. I'm sure he probably in the next video he gonna have the son on a blinged out chain and some dumb shit. I just be looking at some of these parents like, where are your priorities? I saw this girl who stayed down the street from my they were like 2 houses down from my cousin. She had a newborn baby, and she said, my baby won't be in nothing but Jordans as long as I have anything to do with it. And she was going out of her way to make sure that that baby for the baby shoes had Jordans. Mind you, she was on Section 8. Mind you, she was on Section 8. I'm just saying. Where are our priorities? I just wanted to get a word from y'all to see whether or not I was just looking at this wrong. Because I was like, well, maybe that's what people do some places. Because how I grew up, ain't no 6-month-old getting no goddamn haircut. You ain't putting no clip. They're not going to even let you put it. First of all, in my family, within the first 6 to 8 months, you wasn't even probably letting that baby out the house except for one thing, and that was to go get christened. After they was christened, they were relegated to the house. That's it. They weren't even letting anybody at the house like that. Child, just a mess. Somebody, Xavier, can you go around there and see what time really be going live? Let me know. In our last story of the day, God of mercy, is it over? Okay, great. Oh God. So Cameron has threatened to slap fire out of a boxer named Shakur Stevenson. Let me read this to you. Cameron has hit back at Shakur Stevenson in fiery fashion after the boxer dissed him and his co-host Mace in a flagrant rant on social media. The Harlem rappers turned sports personalities spent the first 23 minutes of Tuesday's episode of It Is What It Is, tearing into the world champion fighter who took issue with their criticism of his recent fight against Artem Horatanyan. Killer Cam and Mace opened the show with a troll-worthy segment in which they looked bored and tired while watching Stevenson's aforementioned bout, which he won, eventually falling asleep inside their Las Vegas studio. The jokes continued when the episode got into full swing, with Mace reminding Stevenson that he has, quote, 3 knockouts at All-Star Weekend, end of quote. However, the humor quickly gave way to hostility when Killer Cam graced the mic and threatened to slap fire out of the lightweight. Quote, I see why they call you Shakur Twitterson. My nigga, 4 hours of tweeting about me and Mace is wow. You boring, nigga. I thought I was rather polite about it. This is the most entertainment we've seen out of you in the last 2 years. Congratulations, nigga. Your last 2 fights put a nigga to sleep. End of quote. And that's coming from Cameron. Responding to Stevenson's challenging Cameron and Mace to a glove up or shut up, Cameron went on to say, quote, shut the fuck up before nigga slap fire out of you. You getting boxing and the streets confused, nigga. Those are 2 different things, nigga. Because when a switchblade or something else come out, you talking about niggas better strap up. Why would you give niggas that heads up, you dumb motherfucker? Fuck out of here. You out your motherfucking mind. If you want to impress me, step up in weight, fight Teofimo Lopez in Newark so he can knock your head into Irvington, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? End of quote. Cameron took issue with Stevenson, claiming that him and Mace aren't hip hop legends. Quote, Mace was Michael Jackson after Michael Jackson, nigga. Before Drake, nigga. He sold 5 million in 3 weeks. Fuck is you talking about? Make Mace is 1,000,000% a better rapper than you are a boxer. Don't make me put the battery in his back to make him Oracle 3, you nigga. End of quote, referencing Murder's scathing diss song at his former label boss, Diddy. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on between these two. I really don't give a damn. I do need the young man Shakur Stevenson. I need to have a conversation with you. Mace, you can go somewhere and fall off the face of the earth. But I do want to, I do want to see Shakur. Shakur, we can have a conversation. The first conversation we gonna have is whoever was doing the baby's tape line, maybe he can help you because your tape line, your edge up. I need you to work that out. After you do that, I just need you to come over here and so we can have a conversation and we can talk about some things and work some things out. Because I can't have them embarrassing you like that. Like you too cute for that, Shakur. Come over here. Let me talk to you. Let me have a conversation with you. Okay. No live has been set up currently. Okay, thank you. Like Cameron and Mace, they are just so fucking embarrassing. Like they are petulant children. Like I swear, Cameron and Mace remind me. I taught middle school for a number of years, and they're the two, ridiculous as seventh grade little boys in the back of the class thinking that they are, the greatest thing on earth because they're doing nothing but, razzing on people in the back of the class and telling jokes on people, thinking that they the greatest thing since sliced bread. And they ain't shit. And everybody's looking at them like, bitch, you ugly. You ain't shit. Don't nobody want to be around you. Don't nobody like you. And it's always that one girl that get frustrated. It's always one girl in the middle school class that get tired of hearing them. She stand up and cuss their ass out from A to Z and give them everything they want and sit her ass down. Now, usually what I would do is I would snicker in my mind. I would try not to laugh at it out loud, but sometimes it'd be so funny, it'd be hard. And then I look at them like, and then I have to punish her. Come talk to me outside. We get outside, I tell her, girl, that was funny as hell. But I'm gonna have to get you, right? That shit was funny as hell, but I'm gonna have to get you because you can't be standing up in my class cussing people out like that. She be like, I know, but I just got tired of it. Okay, we'll work it out. All I would say is the girls are fighting. Like, people just don't see it for y'all, Cameron and Mace. Like, ain't nobody checking for y'all. Now, I am checking for Shakur Stevenson. I am checking for him. I just need for him to get that hair, fixed right. But I am checking for him. But we damn sure not checking for Mace and fucking Cameron. Cha. Listen. That's all we got for today. Before we get out of here, you know what I need y'all to do? I need y'all to tell me the names of them old people in church that don't want to give up their jobs. Who we had? We had Mother Johnny May. We had Deacon Rufus. Elder Johnny B. Deacon Otis. Mother Wordy. Missionary Clarice. Oh my God. Evangelist Beulah May. Sister Bertha. And what job did they have that they don't want to give up? Sister Tallulah Suhan. That's why Lulu came in here earlier. She thought we was talking about her. That's why Lulu came in here earlier. It is the same Cameron Morgan. Not church clerk. Sister Bertha was a church clerk. Head deaconess. Baby, they say they ain't giving it up. Mother Gladys, head of the motherboard. Mother Gladys, yep. Yep. Mother Evelyn, she was head of the missionary board. Or she was head Ursha. She was the head usher for usher board number 1. I'm just saying. Deacon Johnny B was the head of the deacon board. Just a mess. That was funny earlier. We had fun with that earlier. Mother Maybell and May. David, did I add you to the members only chat? Sister Rosalie, 78 years old, youth director. How you the youth director? Jeannie, she the youth director at 78. Girl. Senior choir director, treasurer. Child. You know them treasurers never give up that job. Baby, they say ain't nobody else touching this money. Baby, I've been counting this money for 58 years. Ain't nobody else touching this good money. Child. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we got you in there. Now, listen. Stay away from Harold and Xavier because they be the bad ones in the members only chat. Harold, Xavier, and Tracy C, them be the ones that be out of control in the members only chat. I'm just saying. Not Tracy would put, you see what Tracy put in the members only chat already? We ain't even off the live yet, David. And you see what Tracy got going on in the members only chat. You're an angel, right, Xavier? Right. Anyway, did anybody check? Ravine. I called your name earlier, Ravine, and was looking for you. You can't try to roll up in here late for my class. We about to end. Rolling up here late to my class. Not you, the gold star student in the members only chat, child. Did really be set up a live, Tracy? C or Xavier? She still ain't set it up. Because if not, I'm about to get out of here. Mother Jones, the old mean lady that hand out those prayer cloths. Well, child. Oh, child. Oh, child. Yeah. Ravine. Because I sure called you. I was looking for the New York City delegation, and you wasn't here. Cha. Tracy W. Yana said, don't be coming out here trying to act like you can wear all white and like we ain't seen you in the members only chat. Yeah, I'll probably go over there. I need to go make me something to eat real fast, and then I'll probably go over there for a little bit, not too long, because I got a lot of stuff to do tonight. So yeah. Anyway, as I always say, y'all. Oh, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, I'm about to get off here. We about to go to the members only chat and clown like we always do. Xavier, you never told me if you needed me to put the Sean T nudes and stuff in the members only chat. I told you I had them. I could have put them in the members only chat. Just let me know. Let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get over to the live with Ebby and Kissing My Cheeks. We'll be talking Game of Thrones. Hey, Spicy Original. I didn't even see you up in here. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out. Bye, y'all.